Hi Virgo, this is your horoscope for December 2018. Thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. Now, from the 1st of December until the 17th of December, you have a conjunction in your chart. So Mars, the male principle, and the red planet, sits next to Neptune, the water planet of dreams and manifestation. Mars rules Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, and it's here in the last sign of the zodiac, Pisces, which Mars doesn't like very much. Mars is about moving forward and being passionate. In Pisces, it's forced to be self-sacrificing, which Mars struggles with, and it's forced to kind of look at the spiritual side of things. The good news is that Mars is at 9 degrees. In numerology, 9 is about spirituality and completion. So that Mars is going to allow you to really get in touch with spirituality and who you are internally, a connection with yourself, your higher self, and the universe. Neptune at 13 degrees, 1 and 3 is 4, in Pisces, is very happy because Neptune rules Pisces, and at 4 degrees it creates a kind of stable platform from which you can explore the higher realms. And by the higher realms, I mean anything that's abstract, that's not tangible, and where you can either try and find meaning and a personal connection with a higher power, or you can try and understand yourself and see yourself in a different light. And what that does is it allows you to really see yourself as you are, rather than how you've perceived yourself to be. Chiron is also in that 7th house. It's at 27 degrees, so another 9, in Pisces. So this spiritual work is going to allow you to heal your own destructive behaviors that you may not be aware of. It will allow you to let go of past resentments or hurt or pain that you're holding on to, which is still affecting you to this day. So it's an emotional detox period for you, Virgo, where you really see yourself, you're being mirrored, and it's like, oh wow, I behaved that way and that's why this happened. I didn't even realize or remember that. So it gives you a huge amount of freedom, because it's like, okay, now that I recognize this behavior, I can change it if I want to. On the 3rd of December, we have Venus, the planet of love and beauty, going into Scorpio in your 3rd house of communication. Now, Venus in Scorpio is the same. It loves to get to the heart of the matter. And when you communicate this month, Venus is in Scorpio now from the 3rd of December until the rest of the month. You're really speaking with your heart on your sleeve. You're speaking truth. So, as an example, let's say you do this inner work and you discover that one of your friendships isn't actually a friendship, and that that person is just using you to have a free place to stay every once in a while, to get away from the kids, free accommodation. And you didn't realize that, and you genuinely thought you were friends. And you do this inner work and you fundamentally feel the truth. This person isn't interested in me, she's interested in the accommodation. So that then can have an impact on the structures and the relationships that are already present in your life. Venus opposes Uranus, planet of chaos and eccentricity, in the 8th. So, of course, if you realize that a friend is no longer a friend and is just someone who's using you, then you're going to say, well, we're going to cut this off, you're not staying here anymore, and that's sad. But the good news is that you've got rid of someone who is a negative influence in your life, and you make space for more positive relationships to come in. So you, Virgo, in December experience huge personal growth, which is great, because you love to learn, you love to understand, even if it's painful. But the good news is that you also have a lot of happy energy in your 4th house of family. On the 6th of December, you have the moon, Jupiter, the lucky planet, the sun, your identity, in your 4th house of family in Sagittarius. So there's a great sense of optimism and enthusiasm about doing things with people you love. So people who are your family or your adopted family or really, really close friends, you can have a lot of fun here in December. So do the inner work, but don't go overboard, Virgo, and try and understand everything. Also just allow yourself to let your hair down, to enjoy yourself and to have fun. On the 6th of December, Mercury, the communication planet, your ruler, goes direct. So Mercury has been in retrograde since the 16th of November. And because it's your ruler, you will have been affected by this in terms of, I think, your feelings and not really knowing what's going on. Now when it goes direct on the 6th of December, rather than being governed by your feelings that make no sense, you are now able to look at these things, these inner feelings or these unresolved issues, and really see them for what they are. And Mercury is also at 27 degrees, 9, spirituality and completion. So the big key ticket to win here, the golden ticket to make this progress, is to simply be willing to connect with yourself, to see yourself as you really are, and to be willing to open up to something bigger than yourself. On the 7th of December, we have a new moon in Sagittarius. As always, I will make separate videos on the new moon and the full moon, but the important thing for you, Virgo, is that the new moon happens in the 4th house of family. So that's great. So the new moon is when the sun and the moon sit together, and it's totally black, and it pulls in lots of energy to get ready for its next monthly cycle. It's pulling in loads and loads of fire energy, Sagittarius. So that brings a lot of fun and spontaneity and enthusiasm and optimism and laughter into your family life. And that bodes really, really well for you in December, Christmas-wise or Hanukkah-wise if you're celebrating, because you really are working on relationships that are fun, and there's going to be a lot of laughter, which is so great. Now that energy continues from the 7th until the 13th. That's the time to socialize and to really just like throw your head back and laugh. On the 13th, Mercury goes into Sagittarius and it joins your 4th house. It sits next to Jupiter, the lucky planet. So everything you say from now on is going to be even funnier. People will, you have a really cool energy about you because you're doing the inner work. So you come across as kind of humble and, you know, looking inwards and trying to understand who you are and bettering yourself. And that energy you exude is a really kind of earnest energy. And people like that. They will feel like, oh, this woman is, she takes things seriously. She's honest. She's trying to be the best person she can. And so are we. So let's get together. So it's by doing that and exuding the energy that you're going to communicate with people and even attract new people into your life who will want to have some of this amazing energy that you're exuding. So expect to meet a lot of people. If you're a single Virgo, there's the potential to find your soulmate here in December because all the luck is in your family sector. So you can meet someone who quickly becomes family, and that's the soulmate. You also have Pluto, the transformation planet, and Saturn sitting in your 5th house of romance, so something's going to change in your relationship. If you're already in a relationship, it's going to really, really improve because you're going to take inventory of the things that you're doing that are harmful to the relationship, and the great thing is you're going to take responsibility for that. Oh my, someone taking responsibility for their actions? Stop everything. That's crazy. No one does that. So you're going to take responsibility for your actions and people will love that. They're going to be like, thank you. That's all I needed to hear. Let's make love. We're fine. So really, you're exuding the best energy. If you're in a relationship, you can make it better. If you're single, you can find the ideal partner for yourself. And this energy continues from the 13th of December until the 22nd. So get out and about, do things, go to Christmas markets, meet new people, let other friends introduce you to their friends, go to the Christmas do's, all of that stuff. On the 22nd of December, we have the full moon in Cancer, and that happens in your 11th house of hopes and dreams being realized. And the full moon in Cancer showers you with this nurturing Cancer energy, and it's like, Virgo, you are loved. And either you will feel it spiritually from your higher power, or it's this new lover that's come into your life, this new amazing person who makes you feel loved. Oh, by the way, just because you feel loved doesn't mean he or she loves you. So don't immediately get married without a prenup and say this is it. See where the relationship goes. It's a great way to start it, but don't make any decisive decisions on it until at least 6 months down the line. That's just common sense. If you might not agree with that. You may think, do you know what, it's love at first sight. I know what I'm like. If I know he's the right person for me, then I'm just going to go for it. So if that's your way of doing it, great. But the more sensible, common sense way of doing this would be to explore the relationship a little bit more and get to know each other and then make a decision. Also on the 22nd, the sun goes into Capricorn, so happy birthday Capricorn, and it goes into your 5th house of romantic relationships. It sits there with your transiting midheaven, Saturn and Pluto. So if you decide to work on your relationships, the sky's the limit, and you can have the most fun, the best relationships, the best experiences with other people here in December. And Virgo, I have never seen you this relaxed and chill. Usually there are things that cause uptightness and rigidity in your chart, but not in December. December is party time, and it's time to love, and it's time to just be positive towards other people and enjoy other people's company. So be a social butterfly that you usually struggle being. So congrats, you're gonna have a fabulous December. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website, because this forecast is for all Virgos, okay? So that is a 30-day period. If I do a personal reading for you, I take your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth, and that gives me an exact snapshot of the sky at the moment you were born, and that's a blueprint of your soul. It shows me what you're good at work-wise, what your talents are, where you've been in past lifetimes, what your life purpose is this time around, what's destined for you in communication and family and health, love, moving, spiritual progress, and I can answer any questions you may have. So if you're interested in that, then please do get in touch via the website gregoryscott.com to order your reading. If you like my videos, hit the subscribe button, and I'll speak to you next month.